Attack on Mika!
My name is Hajime. I'm a second-year high school student on the baseball team.
Phew! Today's practice was tiring. Let's leave the cleaning with the freshmen so we can go home.
Yeah, I agree. Let's ditch them.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. I actually want to help, but I was just someone that followed along with what other people did and said. I was basically a wimp who was afraid of being disliked by the people around me, so I couldn't speak up for myself or give my own opinion about anything. I'm so ashamed of myself.
Hey, it's that poor dude! Make sure you clean everything!
Yeah, you know how poor people have to work extra hard?
That boy's name is Ichi. He's a freshman on the same baseball team as us. He's raised by a single mother, so his family isn't very wealthy. In addition, he didn't have a friendly personality, so people liked to make fun of him. I always watched him being made fun of with mixed feelings. The reason for that was because I was also being raised by a single mom. My dad passed away when I was young. After that, my mom took on the company that my dad owned and raised me all on her own.
Welcome!
Mama-chan! Get me the usual!
Got it!
Mama-chan! Over here, too!
Yes, sir. I'll get it quickly, so please be patient.
Our family owned a small restaurant. It wasn't a big business. However, my mom's approachable personality and the home-like atmosphere of the place were loved by everyone in the neighborhood. As a result, it was a pretty popular place in town. Thanks to that, we've been able to live without having to struggle.
Hey, say something!
I think poor people don't know how to give an answer when they're asked something.
Guess you might be right. Huh? Why are you giving us an attitude?
Nothing. I just gave a response, like you asked.
You're an unfriendly one. Let's leave.
Wow. Ichi's standing up for himself against the older team members. Look at me compared to him. One day, I was heading to my baseball game. Shoot! I need to hurry or I'm gonna be late! Huh? Wait, is that... What happened?
Oh, Senpai. This old lady was on the ground, so...
Oh my god! We need to call an ambulance!
Don't worry. I already called one. Senpai, please head to the game. Aren't you one of the starting members of the game?
But...
I'll stay with this lady. Hurry!
Okay. Thank you. I was able to make it to the game on time thanks to Ichi. But he didn't make it on the time our team was supposed to meet and only showed up once the game was over.
I'm sorry for being late. Hey, the game is over already. What were you doing? An old lady passed out on the street, so I stayed with her until the ambulance came. After that, the police asked me for a bunch of information regarding what I found her, so I couldn't leave.
What? Stop giving such an obvious lie.
Poor people are raised in bad homes and always start lying to save themselves. I'm not lying. I was going to forgive you if you just honestly said you were late. We don't need a liar on our team. Don't come to baseball practice or games anymore.
Hold on a second!
Huh? What? Are you going to defend this guy?
Wait! Ichi had a good reason!
I understand. I'm quitting the team. Thank you for everything.
Huh?
What? Is he serious? I mean, thank God that the poor dude is gone now.
Ichi! A few days later, I was regretting the fact that I didn't do anything to save Ichi. If I had explained what happened properly, I need to find Ichi and explain everything to the captain.
Hey, did you hear? The broke dude apparently dropped out of school, too.
What? Are you talking about Ichi?
Yeah, apparently he was in a fight and got sent to the juvenile detention center.
Huh? I heard that he was so poor he went stealing.
But he saved an elderly lady on the street when he didn't even know her. There's no way he'd do something like that. What happened? For a while after that, our baseball team was filled with rumors about Ichi. A bunch of them sounded completely false, with no evidence to prove them, but there was nothing I could do about it. Ichi, where are you? What the hell are you doing right now? Time passed by, and 10 years later, I became an ordinary businessman. My personality was still the same, and I was still heavily influenced by the people around me. I spent money and time going out for drinks that I didn't even want and went to the pachinko, which I didn't even find interesting. I was spending my days hopelessly.
I'm leaving now. Try not to stay overtime too much.
Nice work today. See you. Phew. Okay, I'm going to get started on my work now. Huh? Hello? Who is it? What? My mom? My mom had been ill for the past couple of years. She closed the business and had been spending her days hospitalized. She's in critical condition and will be in her worst state by tomorrow? I understand. I'll be there immediately. Wait, the work that I was asked to finish is due tonight. What should I do? I'll just finish it quickly and leave after that. It'll be fine. It shouldn't take too much time, right? I soon realized that I was being naive. What?
She passed away a little while ago.
But I heard that she'd be okay until tomorrow.
Her condition suddenly got worse. We did everything we could. If only you got here 30 minutes earlier.
30 minutes? But what the hell was I doing? Oh my god. That means that if I had rushed here instead of doing my work, I would have been able to make it in time. I couldn't see my mom one last time before she died, just because I was afraid of what people would think. It's probably obvious that I'll forever regret my actions from that day. I was beyond angry, and was just simply disappointed in my cowardice. During Mom's funeral, I was in so much despair that I thought things like, maybe I'm worthless and don't deserve to live. Mom, I don't know what to do anymore. Huh? What is that? A car? Whoa! A scary-looking man just came out of it!
I'm sorry for visiting so suddenly. Are you Momoko-san's son?
Yes! Momoko is my mother, but...
Is your mother well?
My mother passed away the other day.
What? I see. My condolences for your loss.
Thank you. Sorry. Do I know you?
My apologies. My name is Ichi. I used to come to this restaurant quite often.
Ichi? What? That mole! Are you?
Have we met before?
I'm Hajime. We used to be on the same baseball team in high school. Do you remember me?
Oh, you were in a grade above me. I'm so surprised. I never knew you were Momoko-san's son.
The last time we saw each other was the day you quit baseball, right? Why did you drop out of high school? And how do you know my mom?
Let me tell you a bit about what happened.
After that, Ichi told me about his past. On the day of that baseball game, Ichi had lost his mother, who was his only living relative, in a car accident. His grandparents had already passed away, so there was no one to take him in.
Mom!
Ichi became self-destructive from the sadness of losing his mother. He dropped out of school and joined a gang for a place to live. However, he realized that the gang life was a lot harder than he imagined. For new members, monthly salaries were $500 on a good month. There were even months when he had no income at all. No one in the gang helped Ichi, who had come in from almost nowhere. Ichi couldn't even feed himself regularly and was weak both mentally and physically.
Oh, I'm probably gonna die like this. It's fine, I guess. At least I can see Mom again.
That was when my mom appeared in front of Ichi.
Hey, you! Are you okay? Get a hold of yourself!
Mom?
Here, can you stand up? You're hungry, right? Come to my place.
This is so good. It's so good. Thank you for feeding me. I'm so sorry. I actually don't have any money.
It's okay. I know.
What? But...
If you had money, you wouldn't be sleeping in a place like that. I already knew you had no money to spend.
Then why...
Well, because you had an expression that said you gave up and you were okay with dying. I couldn't have just ignored that and left. But I mean, if you want to do something for me in return, I'll wait until you become successful.
Yes, I'll never forget what you did for me.
From that moment on, Ichi became a regular customer at our restaurant. Mom welcomed Ichi with open arms, even when he didn't have any money. Ichi often came by the restaurant during lunch. Since I had school during that time, we never met. After that, Ichi decided to rank up in his gang so that he could pay my mom back for everything she did for him. Slowly, he increased his achievements and ranked up within the organization. Then, a few years ago, he was able to become the leader despite how young he was.
Hello, sir.
After that, Ichi visited the store to express his gratitude. However, Mom had been diagnosed with her illness at the time and closed the business. So he wasn't able to give my mother thanks. Today, he passed by the store, coincidentally saw that the shutters were open, decided to stop by.
Momoko-san was like my second mother. It's not an exaggeration to say that I'm only alive now because of her. I thought that I finally made it to the point where I could do something for her in return, but I can't believe she passed.
I didn't know something like that happened.
I'm sure there are many others that were saved by Momoko-san. As proof, there are still people that visit this restaurant. Just like me, they have hopes that this restaurant will reopen one day.
You guys are admirable. Both Mom and you, Ichi. Compared to that, I'm just...
Did something happen?
I told Ichi about my inner turmoil, how I'm easily swayed and influenced by others. How because of that, I couldn't do anything to stand up for Ichi in high school. How because of that, I couldn't be there for my mom before she died. I'm just a good-for-nothing guy. I'm sorry, Ichi. I'm sorry, Mom.
I remember Momoko-san saying something like this.
My son always does what everyone around him says because he's afraid that people will dislike him. But it's literally impossible to live a life loved by every single person you meet. A life where not a single person dislikes you is the same thing as a life where you're not living how you want to. Because at least one person is bound to disagree with you if you live a life honest to your own self. But I mean, who am I to sound all wise when I can't even say that to my son's face?
Mom said that?
You can't live your life to the fullest if you're scared of people hating you or disagreeing with you. You know that already, don't you? All you need now is to be brave enough to be okay with people disliking you. I mean, once it happens, you'll realize it's not as awful as you might think. Trust me, I know what I'm saying because everyone hated me in high school.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I made my decision. The next day, I submitted my letter of resignation.
Hold on! Think logically for a second.
Yeah, we've been working hard together all this time.
Thanks for your advice, but this is something I've already decided. I'm going to live my life from now on. Thank you for everything that you've done for me until now.
Come on!
It's a little different. I can't get Mom's flavor right. A few months later... Sorry about the wait! Here's the Shingeki lunch plate!
This flavor! Yes! Yes! I've been wanting to eat this! Look at you, son! You're doing just as amazing as your parents! I'm gonna be here every day again!
Thank you so much! I followed in my mom's footsteps and reopened the restaurant that everyone wanted and needed in their lives. I realized that I can't let this place, which my mom had kept open for many years, close. Despite the place reopening after taking a couple of years off, there were many customers. There was a reason for that. It might be the fact that the restaurant that my mom and dad had opened was loved by many people. But it wasn't just that.
Listen up, guys! There's no point if you scare people away while giving out advertisement flyers. Don't forget to speak kindly and smile. Got it? Yes, sir!
Thanks, Ichi. The reopening is a success, thanks to you.
Of course. This is nothing compared to what this restaurant and Momoko-san did for me.
You're so humble! Mom, thank you for everything. I'm going to live my life for myself from now on.
I'll hold this.
And then, I'm going to be someone that's just as honorable as you were. So, don't forget to watch over me from heaven.